And this story happening now, a petrol tanker crashed on Klip Rivier Drive northbound near the N12 exit in Johannesburg Southern Suburbs. We understand that right now the N12 is closed off at the Xavier and N12 West area near the Comaro Road. JMPD said earlier the driver was trapped inside the vehicle and technicians and EMS were on the scene. Let's find out what the picture is this moment. And for more details, we're joined by spokesperson for the JMPD Xolani Fihla. Xolani, good evening to you and welcome. It's just another horrific incident that we're hearing about this afternoon. What can you tell us about what led to this and where and what the condition of the driver is?
Good evening and thank you for this opportunity. Yes, as you did allude that there's currently a petrol tanker crash that's on the Kliprivier Drive north near the N12 in Xavier that's in the southern suburbs of Johannesburg. And there's only one vehicle that's involved in this accident scene, which is the petrol tanker. And from the preliminary information received, the tanker crashed and landed on the embankment next to the N12 East, and the driver remains trapped inside the vehicle. And earlier we had thought that it is a diesel tanker, but the EMS have confirmed that it is a petrol tanker, and this poses a much danger because we know that petrol is more flammable than diesel, but we know that hazmat technicians are currently on scene to contain this petrol spillage, and emergency management services are also on scene for the extrication of the driver from the vehicle.
It's quite disturbing, Xolani, to hear that the driver is still in the vehicle. You say that EMS officials are there. They are rescue workers trying to extricate him. Is there any way that you can share his condition with us? Is he okay? Is he going to be okay, hopefully?
At this present moment, what we received that he's still conscious, but it is a very delicate procedure. We know with heavy-duty machinery that the EMS need to use to extricate the driver from the vehicle. They have to take extreme caution because one spark can actually blow up the tanker. So extreme caution needs to be taken by the technicians and also by the EMS officials who are on scene.
It sounds really hazardous for everyone involved. Tell us a bit more about the traffic management plan in terms of keeping everyone away from the scene.
No, definitely. JMPD officers have been deployed, and the N12 East is currently closed off at Xavier Street, and the N12 West is also closed off at Comaro Road. In Kliprivier Drive, where this accident happened, is closed off in both directions. That's between the N12 West and the N12 East exit. And then motorists can divert off the N12 East onto Xavier Street and turn right into Rifle Range Road. And it can also divert off Comaro Road using Oak Avenue, Prairie Street, and turn left into Rifle Range Road. And as you did explain, that it is a very dangerous situation, so we also are warning residents living within the proximity of this accident scene to be extremely cautious of this accident, and for motorists to avoid the N12 between Xavier and Comaro Road.
Yeah, we can imagine this is a fight against time, of course, to avoid even more disaster and a risk to the emergency workers on the scene and the driver himself. Just take us back, Xolani, if you can, to some of the the ideas that the crime scene investigators, one imagines that they are there, might have as to what caused this. Was any of the investigators able to talk to eyewitnesses?
At this present moment, we don't have that information. I think due to the seriousness of the scene, we need to allow technicians and EMS to ensure that firstly the driver is extricated and that the spillage is contained. And I think from further information received, we will be able to determine what actually caused this accident.
All right, so the public is being urged to avoid that area. Xolani Fihla, thank you very much for the update. It sounds like a really dangerous accident scene. And of course, I imagine that everyone's thoughts and prayers are with the driver. And